this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Now 2nd and 3. Well, welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin. Quarter 2.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
It's the grand finale of the 2024 season on the big stage here in New Orleans. Super Bowl 59 underway.
So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And a look at the man under center, now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
To throw is Kim on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Kim. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Back to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Deontay Hardy deep for Baltimore.
This is taken at the 15. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing is Smith. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. But it's going to be 2nd down. Now it's Smith. Sliding out of the pocket. Yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
It'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the... Script from 4th down to 1st.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And this thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw-off on the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Jackson out to his left. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Jackson on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Ravens are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And the returner down to a knee. 30-yard line.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Kim.
That's caught left side by the tight end Gray.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose.
We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books.
7-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. To throw again. Kim. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On the return, Hardy. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
36 yards.
And the Ravens continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall him on. What a play here. Another pick-6 in the Super Bowl.
And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating to use.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now second down. Looking to throw. Kim. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Nnamdi Madubuike. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Matt Rising now on to punt this one away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Jackson on first down, being chased out left. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Jackson now. And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy some time right.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So it's halftime here on one of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw is Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. Now it's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Check down here for Henry. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. And Jackson throwing once more. Steps away to his left. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go, or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Here's Kim, throwing on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nnamdi Madubuike in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now Kim to throw on 2nd down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so.
There he goes right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nelson Aguilar, 28 yards.
And the Ravens are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that they're... of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
And now here comes Kansas City.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Back to throw. Kim. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
The pick 6, and I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it is 42-0. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. Fighting through pressure. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now Jackson. Touchdown.
Charlie Kohler.
25.
Ravens are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. To say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.